95% of people set goals on January 1st. By February, 80% have already quit. Why? Not because they lacked motivation, not because they weren't smart enough, because nobody taught them how to set a goal the right way. Today, I'm going to give you a goal-setting system so powerful it combines six of the greatest minds in human history: Napoleon Hill, Jim Rohn, Robert Greene, Carl Jung, Thomas Edison, and John Mason into one complete framework. And here's my warning. Stay until the last principle, John Mason's, because average is an enemy, and it has probably been living inside your comfort zone for years. Today, we declare war on it. Let's get into it. Before we build the system, let's understand the problem. Most people set goals like this. I want to make more money. I want to lose weight. I want to start a business. These are not goals. These are wishes. Napoleon Hill said it clearly in Think and Grow Rich. A wish has no power until it becomes a burning desire backed by a definite plan. The word definite is everything. And John Mason adds another layer. Most people don't even know clearly what they want. He wrote, and I'm paraphrasing, the number one reason people don't get what they want is they don't know what they want. Vague goals produce vague results. Precise goals, backed by burning desire and the right system, produce extraordinary outcomes. So we're going to build precision into your goals, layer by layer, using the six greatest minds on the subject. Every great building needs a foundation. In goal setting, that foundation is the SMART framework. S, specific, not. I want to invest more. Instead, I want to invest 15,000 Kenyan shillings per month into the Brita Money Market Fund and reach 500,000 Kenyan shillings by December 31st. Specific means you can picture it exactly. Close your eyes and see it clearly. Bar, measurable, attach a number, a date, a metric you can track. I want to grow my savings, not measurable. I want 500,000 Kenyan shillings in my Britam account by December 31st. Measurable. If you cannot measure it, you cannot manage it. A, achievable. Two mistakes here: aiming too low. So low the goal has no power. Or aiming so high, you lose belief within weeks. Your goal must stretch you, but it must stay within the realm of believable, given where you are right now. Start from where you are, not where you wish you were. R, relevant. Does this goal align with the bigger vision for your life? A goal that doesn't connect to your deeper why gets abandoned the moment discomfort arrives. We'll come back to this. Carl Jung has something profound to say about alignment. T, time-bound. A goal without a deadline is just a dream with an expiry date you keep moving. Set the exact day, month, and year. Deadlines create urgency. Urgency creates action. Action creates results. SMART is the skeleton. Now let's give it soul, starting with Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill spent 20 years studying over 500 of the most successful people in history: Carnegie, Ford, Edison, Lincoln. The result was Think and Grow Rich, one of the best-selling books of all time. His first and most important principle: everything begins with a burning desire. Not a preference, not a plan. A burning desire. He describes 6 steps to transform desire into its physical equivalent. Step 1. Fix in your mind the exact thing you intend to acquire. Exact amount. Exact outcome. Exact picture. Step 2. Determine exactly what you intend to give in return. There is no something for nothing. What skill, service, time, or sacrifice will you exchange for this outcome? Step 3. Establish a definite date by which you intend to have it. Not someday, a date. Step 4. Create a definite plan. Begin immediately, whether you feel ready or not. Ready is a myth invented by people who never achieved anything. Step 5. Write out a clear, concise statement combining your desire, what you'll give, the deadline, and the plan. Step 6. Read your written statement aloud twice daily, upon waking, before sleep. See and feel yourself already in possession of the outcome. This is not magic. This is programming your subconscious mind to work on your behalf, even while you sleep. SMART gives you the target. Napoleon Hill gives you the fire. Jim Rohn was one of the greatest personal development philosophers of the 20th century. Tony Robbins called him his mentor. Rohn had something very specific to say about planning, and it still hits hard today. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. Rohn broke goals into 4 dimensions, and he said a well-designed life must include all 4. 1. Be goals. Who must you become? Before you can have more, you must become more. What character, skills, and habits must you develop? 2. Do goals. What must you do? The specific daily and weekly disciplines. This is where your SMART goal lives. 3. Have goals. What do you want to have? The investment portfolio, the home, the business, the income, the experiences. 4. Give goals. What do you want to give? Rome believed a life without contribution is ultimately hollow. What will you give to your family, your community, your country? His discipline. Every January, he'd sit with a journal and write goals in all 4 categories. Then he'd break each annual goal into quarterly targets, monthly actions, weekly disciplines, daily lists. He called this the ladder of discipline. Each rung carries you higher. SMART tells you what to aim for. Jim Rohn tells you to aim for something whole. Robert Greene, author of Mastery and the 48 Laws of Power, brings something different, strategy. Most people have goals but no strategy. Without strategy, you're moving, but not necessarily in the right direction. For Mastery, Greene says, see your goal, not as a destination, but as a direction. Design your path like a strategist, anticipating obstacles, studying those who went before you, positioning yourself deliberately. 3 things Greene adds to your system. 1. Study your models. Before setting goals in any domain, deeply study those who've succeeded in it. What was their path? What mistakes can you skip? 2. Embrace the apprenticeship phase. Every master went through years of learning, often for little reward. Your early goals must include deliberate skill building, not just outcome targets. 3. Play the long game. Greene warns against short-term thinking. The greatest power comes from patience, from those willing to delay gratification while others chase quick wins. Your SMART goal might be a 1-year target, but your strategy must be a 5-year vision. Carl Jung, the great Swiss psychologist, wasn't a business philosopher, but he understood the human mind more deeply than almost anyone. His most relevant concept for goal setting is what he called individuation, the process of becoming your true, authentic self. Jung observed that people who pursue goals that conflict with their authentic nature will unconsciously self-sabotage. They start strong, then mysteriously stop, procrastinate, make excuses, find reasons the goal isn't possible right now. This is not weakness. This is the unconscious mind rejecting a goal that doesn't belong to you. So, before you finalize any goal, Jung demands you ask, is this truly my goal? Or is it what I think I should want? What society expects? What my parents wanted for me? The R in SMART stands for relevant. Jung says relevance goes deeper than logic, and it must resonate with your soul. And then there's the shadow, Jung's term for the parts of ourselves we avoid, the fears, the truths, the things we know we must do but keep delaying. Name your shadow, because until you do, it controls you. Thomas Edison failed over 10,000 times before successfully creating the light bulb. When a reporter asked how it felt to fail 10,000 times, Edison said, I have not failed. I have successfully found 10,000 ways that will not work. That is not a cliche. That is a complete philosophy of success. Edison's persistence has 3 components. 1. Reframe failure as data. Every time your plan doesn't work, you have new information. The goal hasn't changed, only the approach must change. Adjust and continue. 2. Commit to the outcome. Stay flexible on the method. Edison knew what he wanted, reliable electric light. He was married to the outcome, not the process. Too many people quit the entire goal when one method fails. 3. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. Napoleon Hill documented this. Most people who fail do so on the very verge of success. They stop one step short. Your breakthrough may be attempt number 47. Here's the practical tool I want you to use. Write a persistence commitment statement, not goals, a commitment. I will not quit this goal out of discomfort alone. Then track your daily actions on a 30-day grid. Edison didn't take days off. Neither should your discipline. And now, the one most people skip. The one that I believe is the most important scene in this entire video. John Mason, an enemy called average. Here is his core message, and I need you to really hear this. You were born an original. Don't die a copy. Average is not a neutral state. It is an active enemy. It masquerades as safety, as comfort, as fitting in, as being realistic, and it lives inside you. In your excuses, your comfort zone, your willingness to accept less than you were created for. Mason says, the most unprofitable item ever manufactured is an excuse. Let that land. Every time you say, I'll start next month, that's average winning. Every time you spend money you plan to invest, that's average winning. Every time you write a goal and forget it by February, that's average winning. Mason also says, don't wait for your ship to come in. Swim out to it. You've been waiting for the right time, the right conditions, the right amount in your account before you start investing. There is no right time. There is only now. But here's what makes Mason's message complete. He's not just talking about success in the external world. He's talking about your identity. He says, when you look at yourself, you should see someone capable of doing great things. Before the results arrive, before the bank balance changes, before the goal is achieved, you must see yourself right now as the person who achieves this. The SMART framework gives you the structure. Napoleon Hill gives you the desire. Jim Rohn gives you the dimensions. Robert Greene gives you the strategy. Carl Jung gives you the alignment. Thomas Edison gives you the persistence. And John Mason gives you the identity. The understanding that you are not average. You were never meant to be average, and from this day forward, you choose to act like the original you were born to be. Here's your homework from Mason. Write your anti-average declaration. Not a goal, a declaration, a statement of war against the version of you that keeps settling. The link in the description will help you build it, interactively, step by step, using every principle we covered today. Here is the complete system. 7 layers, 1 blueprint, SMART. The skeleton, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Napoleon Hill, the fire, 6 steps. Write it, read it twice, daily. Feel it. Jim Rohn, the wholeness. Be, do, have, give. Break annual goals into monthly rungs. Robert Greene, the strategy. Study your models. Embrace apprenticeship. Play the long game. Carl Jung, the truth. Is this truly your goal? Face your shadow. Know your why. Thomas Edison, the engine. Reframe failure as data. Commit to the outcome. Never quit from discomfort alone. John Mason, the identity. You're an original. Average is the enemy. Declare war on it today. This is not motivation. This is a system. Systems produce results. Your homework. Start tonight. 1. Open the interactive goal blueprint in the description. Build your goal through all 7 layers right now. 2. Write your Napoleon Hill affirmation and read it tonight before you sleep. 3. Write your anti-average declaration from John Mason. Make it uncomfortable. Make it bold. If this video gave you value, subscribe to Sagacious Empire, because every week we bring you the principles that build real wealth and real lives. Drop your goal or your anti-average declaration in the comments. I read every single one. And if you're ready to put your money to work while you work on yourself, the link below connects you directly to Britham's Money Market Fund and Bond Plus Fund, Kenya's top-performing unit trust funds, regulated by the Capital Markets Authority. Start from 1,000 Kenyan shillings. No more waiting, no more average. Go!